water?
Yeah, and then we gotta finalize the downtown. Mike and Shannon both will be on for that.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Have a good night.
We have
Oh, yeah, I don't want to forget that guy.
a lot of people in that, but we're like, no.
The only Rochester home in town is the one that got
So it can't be a single wide.
it's a double wide. And it's the western port, it's right behind.
So it's got to be at least a double wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, well,
There's,
so there's a difference between a level and a modular.
right.
Where a modular is stick up in the factory,
That,
so a Rochester home is okay.
that house out here,
There's no trade.
that house out
Yeah,
here is that red one, that
Yeah.
place is modular.
yes,
But it's not Rochester, it came from
yeah,
over there somewhere.
yeah.
So yeah, there's three here.
Just to let everybody know, I forgot the department head reports on the agenda.
Okay.
And we're having a public hearing. That came up after I had the agenda done, so I forgot. They put it in the pilot and didn't. So it was published, but.
Yeah,
You put that on.
yeah, well, that's fine.
Hi, Shannon.
Okay,
Oh.
on the meter. Okay, we're almost ready to start. They may talk to you.
We can't hear
You're
you.
still muted. Now we can. Let me give them some volume.
Why is it not going to do that?
That would take me a while to get it hooked up so I could see her.
Still no volume.
Yeah, I've got, this is maxed out and it's going through his computer. So Gary, this is Shannon, she's from Priority Resources. She's our grant writer. So we're having a public hearing on the water grant. It's part of something that we just have to do. That's that sign-in sheet that you did. So we're applying for a water grant to repair some of the water lines in town and stuff and put some, I think repaint the water tower, put an aerator in it, stuff like that. So we're hoping, it's like a, I can't remember. Shannon, what's the percentage on this grant?
She probably can't hear you either.
Can you hear me?
80-20.
Oh, there it goes.
No, it's not, and I can't, I'm sorry, because I can't really hear everybody.
Okay. What is the percentage on this grant?
Who's speaking?
Lisa?
Here,
Okay.
I'll do this. How does that sound?
Hi.
Then you don't have to look at me.
Am I on that screen over there that everybody?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Good, good.
But hang on, we gotta start the meeting, but I just, Gary on the end down there, he's new. So I was just trying to, maybe if you could explain a little bit of the grant to him before the public hearing.
Let
Okay.
me kind of explain it to everybody, and if everyone can hear me.
All right.
Well, first, okay.
Hang on though, we gotta start the meeting and then.
Hang on, and then I'll let you talk.
Yeah,
How far we want to get? All the way
Just
down to the pledge?
Do the pledge and then
Do
we
that.
can.
yeah, I put it right in there.
Okay, I see it. Let's look at this. Call the meeting of October 17th, 2022, to order at 7:07. Roll call. Gary, start with you.
Gary Chu?
Sean Harley.
Randy Sneed,
Erica Parton?
Lisa Mulaney?
and Mark Van Vactor is here running the camera.
Factor.
Close enough. I'll have a table seating in the computer.
Yeah,
Vanderweel.
George and
George is
Derek.
not here tonight, he's on a trip, and Derek is off on vacation, so. All right, Shannon, you can hear us? Go ahead and, oh, no, we gotta finish. Let's
You
go.
gotta open the.
Let's stand for the pledge of allegiance, please.
Let me do the pledge real quick.
Sorry.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, we want to open the public hearing or let her?
Yeah, nope, go ahead and open it.
So we're open the public hearing for our water grant.
All right. Well, I can take it from here, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Yes.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for letting me join you virtually this evening. That's not typically my style, but given that we're up against the deadline, I figured 6 hours spent on your application versus in the car made a little bit more sense. Anyway, for those of you that are new, my name is Shannon McClode, and my company's name is Priority Project Resources. We're based out of Greensburg, Indiana, so that's in the southeast part of the state. But I do a lot of work with the communities up in northern Indiana. And it has been my pleasure to work with Argos for the past couple years on some other projects that have been federally funded. I am a federal grant writer and administrator and have been one for 30 plus years now. I can't believe how quickly time goes, but it sure does. As we were finishing up and working on the Downtown Square project, Jamie had indicated to me that the water utility was in need of some improvements and asked me about if there were any grants available and whatnot that might be able to help you offset some of the capital improvement costs. So I told him the first thing that we needed to do was we needed to develop a thorough scope of work. Exactly what we were doing and, put some cost estimates together. He in turn got a hold of the engineers at Adam March, and over the course of the last, 4 to 6 months, they have analyzed your water utility, and they have also reviewed the tank inspection reports that were performed back in 2021, and to just verify that those recommended improvements were necessary. After going through all of this, they determined the scope of work, and it really is going to focus on 2 main components of your water utility. We will be doing tank rehabilitation, and we also will be replacing and installing some new water mains in the community. The first thing is that your 250,000 gallon underground water storage tank is showing some signs of age and disrepair. The roof is needing to be replaced, and I think Jamie's going to go ahead and do that outside of the project scope. But what we're going to do when we receive the grant funds is that we'll be hiring a contractor they'll be draining the tank, they'll be going down and replacing all of the pipes that are in the interior of that tank. Simply, after so many years of being immersed underwater, they just break down and lime deposits gather in them, and it affects the pumping capacity and the overall pressure of the system. So those are going to be replaced. There's also going to be a few hairline fractures in the concrete that are going to be addressed, and then it'll all be deep cleaned and disinfected, and then will be refilled. The elevated storage tank that sits next to the water treatment, or to the town hall there, is they're going to paint the exterior and interior of that tank. The tank's 17 years old, and the paint is only good for 15 to 20, and your tower is starting to show some wearing of that epoxy paint, and in turn, that's exposing the steel's frame, which if it starts to rust, then you are looking at a much more expensive rehabilitation project, and quite honestly, it will damage the structural integrity of that tank. So that's why it's imperative that we clean it inside and out, scrape off any deposits of anything that is not supposed to be there, and we put a new epoxy coating on the interior and the exterior of the tank. We're also going to do some minor rehabilitation to the vent and the hatch and some of the control units there. Now, moving into the proposed water distribution improvements. You have a 4-inch galvanized iron ductile pipe in the ground on South, Short, and Broadway. And this line has broken down several times simply because it's undersized, and the hydrants and the pressure needs, it just can't take that in its age. So we're going to be, as part of this project, that will be dug up and it'll be replaced with a new ductile, I think it's a 6-inch ductile pipe that's going to be replaced. And it's about, I guess it's about 1,100 lineal feet of pipe that's going to be replaced. Once it's replaced, then the surface will be reconditioned, the road and the grading and seeding around that. Now, there are 2 areas in town that the residents and businesses in those areas are being fed by what Jamie thinks, the utility thinks, a 2-inch service line. So there's really no existing water main, municipal water main servicing these homes. In turn, since it's only a 2-inch line, their water pressure is very, very bad. And so in turn, we are going to install a brand new line on Walnut, it's kind of Walnut and Diane Street. It's about 650 lineal feet. It'll be an 8-inch pipe, which will greatly increase their pressure and also help the pressure in the surrounding residential community there. Then on, I think it's Maple Avenue, about 1,000 lineal feet of pipe new pipe will be installed there because there does not seem to be any municipal water line there, so they've tapped into somebody's service line or whatnot. So it really has affected their pressure. That's the scope of the project. Are there any questions as far as what's going to be done? Okay. Well, we're looking at a total project cost of $1,013,000. So $1,013,000. We are requesting a $700,000 grant from the Indiana Office of Community and Rural Affairs. This is a federal grant. That in turn would leave us with $313,000 as part of our local match that the town's going to have to contribute. So Lisa and I have met and discussed where those funds are going to come from. We've earmarked about $249,500 from what's available in the remaining ARPA funds that you received. And then the remaining $63,500 will come from the water utility. So again, we're looking, like I said, $1,013,000 project, $700 from the grant, $313,000 from the town. So our grant application, it's a 2-phase process. We first have to submit a proposal. That proposal is due this Friday. It is a rough draft of the narrative and some of the other supporting documentation. We then, after they receive that and review that, the state, Okra, will send a representative to meet with the town. And so Randy you'll have to attend that, and Lisa and Jamie and probably Mark, and I will let you know when that meeting, when they want to arrange that. But that's considered a psychic visit. So they're gonna come up and talk to us about the project scope and about their program. Once that should transpire sometime mid-November, and then we will conduct another public hearing, probably at your first meeting in December, and then the full application will be submitted to Okra. I believe it's December 22nd, and then we kind of sit and wait until February of next year. It's an all or none type of situation. So we either receive the grant or we don't. If they're not going to say, well, we'll give you 500. No, it's either we get it or we don't. In the event that we are successful, then we will move forward with formalizing the plans and specifications and trying to have the project bid sometime next summer, sometime early summer, I would say. Maybe not the best time to bid a project, but we could always postpone that until the construction season winds down a little bit. We'll cross that bridge when they get there. In the event that we don't receive the grant, we can reapply if you so choose in the spring cycle, which normally is about a March proposal followed by a May-June application. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. Do any of you have any questions or comments, anything that you want to add?
Not at this time.
All right, well, that was easy peasy. So we'll get your proposal in on Friday, and then I will be seeing you shortly sometime here in the next few weeks, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Have a great
Thank you.
meeting. Thanks so
Thanks,
much.
Shannon.
Bye-bye.
Shannon,
Shannon,
Yeah,
will you stay on while we finalize the downtown?
sure.
Mike's online also, so
Oh, great.
I'll have him close the public hearing and we can move into that.
That sounds great.
Close the public hearing on the water grant.
make a motion to close.
Make a okay, go
I'll
ahead.
second that.
We have a motion and a second to close the public hearing on the water grant. Any further comments? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Public hearing is closed.
Lisa, I'm sorry. Mark, did you circulate the sign-in sheet?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Just make sure you scan and email that to me tomorrow.
Okay, Mike, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Shannon's still online also.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Shannon.
So we're gonna try to get this finalized hopefully so we can get everything done down there.
Alrighty.
So the council has the construction change order agreement that we'll go through. And obviously you said they need to sign that. Then just probably, you said we need to accept that property.
Yeah, so I think the building was still Indiana Earth for the insurance, so
Yeah.
work with your, to get that transferred over to the town.
I need that
And if you have any
certificate.
forms for substantial completion or anything like that, let me know and we can get that together.
Yeah, we'll need a certificate that she can give the insurance.
Right.
You can send that to Lisa, Mike? Right?
It's kind of going in and out.
The certificate
Last
of,
payment.
I just need a certificate of substantial completion and then I can get it on our insurance.
Yeah, so it's just, you need a certificate of substantial completion?
Yes, yep.
Okay. I can get that together. And then, the other two items were the, change order summary sheet, that listed the change orders and the total amount of $23,647.56, which made with the original contract price of $998,418. So the total contract price would be $1,022,065.56. So this has been signed by the contractor, went through all that with them. So with your approval, we get that finalized.
I'll make a motion to approve the construction change orders. Total increase $23,647.56.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the construction change orders on the Argos Downtown Square for the amount of $23,647.56. Is there any further comments on this? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Change order is approved.
Doesn't
And
matter.
then the last item was our amendment for the additional construction administration time, with the project lasting another 4 or 5 months over the late spring and summer. So this continued that construction administration work, the total of $5,740. I'd be happy to answer any questions regarding that.
So this is covering what, Mike?
Yeah.
Because they have some questions on this.
Okay, I couldn't hear if there was questions asked.
Yeah, so try to explain this, because
Sure. So our original agreement had the anticipated construction date with April 1st, and that was based on the contractor's agreement. And we had the site visits and construction administration time of our contract based on that. So since April 1st, there's been a lot of work on our end to make construction and coordinate with the contractor. That wasn't part of our original scope and fee. So this I submitted in July and it went through August 1st. For that time, the time in August and September, I'm just not including that. And there won't be any charge for that time. So this kind of goes through those few months past it.
and that's how I explained it. So I'm going to tell you this easy, Mike, we like you, but I'm going to tell you to go after Indiana Earth, because it's not our fault that it ran over. So we're going to stick to our original agreement with you, okay? So,
Yeah, no, and it's definitely not the town's
Yeah.
fault. It would be Indiana Earth. So I wouldn't
and I
suggest
don't
you guys.
know, you're going to ask me about retainage and all that, and I have no idea on any of that. So Shannon, if you know any more than I know on retainage, is she listening?
They have not submitted their final retainage pay yet. So there's still, I think there's around $100,000 left to be paid Indiana Earth. So I would, typically, when this has happened on other projects, that amount could be withheld from the retainage. So the town, we have, as an amendment to our agreement, but then you would pay Indiana Earth $5,740 less.
Okay, you didn't explain that to me, so I wasn't clear on exactly how that worked, so.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, the thing though that I saw is when I looked at the contract, Indiana Earth's contract, There did not seem to be a clause in there for liquidated damages if they ran over their allowed time. Now, there was a substantial completion date in the contract, so I guess that, and had we signed a change order ending that contract, giving them additional time? Or was that just kind of, it is what it is, it's taken it this long, but no, there wasn't an official change order signed.
No.
No, their change orders just were dollar amounts, not contract days.
Okay. Well, with that, I think we might have some flexibility to go after them to, that they ran over the substantial completion date, thereby causing additional charges that were outside of the town's control from an administrative standpoint. And so, in the event that we can get them to agree to that, or I guess that's gonna have to be the town attorney, or Mike, you might have to reach out, I don't know.
Yeah, and I can contact Indiana Earth.
It could be deducted from their retainage, for sure, but you're gonna have to, it's a matter of how the contract was written.
Yeah, and while there wasn't specific liquidated damages in their contract of, $500 a day or whatever, this, this is something that would be covered under that as an additional expense to the town because they went long. So even when we've had liquidated damages, contractors always say, well, the weather, there's this, there's that, so it always comes down to a negotiation. So I 100% agree this is not the town's fault and we wouldn't want the town to pay this out of their pocket. But at the same time, it was a lot of time and money that was spent by Troyer Group to continue this construction administration. So we feel that we are, deserving of this money, but it should come from Indiana Earth and not the town of Argos.
I would concur.
Okay, well, I'll throw that ball back to you, Mike. I'll let you start that process and just keep me in the loop and we'll go from there.
Okay, that works. I will reach out to Indiana Earth and keep you posted.
Okay.
Do we need to make a motion to deny this then?
No, that'll be something, so. Okay, I think that's it. We signed the one, you'll get that certificate.
Thank you,
That
Mike.
works.
All right, thanks, Mike, thanks, Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ready to march on? Citizens input?
Minutes.
Looks like minutes, I missed the minutes, yes.
Yeah.
Minutes? Somebody's wrote all over my paper.
Oh.
Wonder who that was.
I'll make a motion to approve minutes from 10/5/22.
Something I didn't read.
He may have. Does he have the updated copy?
Yep, they all do. See, I fixed it.
I see.
Steve.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept the minutes of 10/5/2022, regular session. Any further comment? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes. All right, citizens input. We have no citizens here tonight. Old business. Attorney report, we have no attorney tonight, so we will not have an attorney report. New business, job descriptions for approval.
So you have before you two job descriptions that were in, they were placed in your packet earlier, but they were emailed to you also.
Right.
So, if you're okay with the job descriptions, I would just like you guys to approve them.
Make a motion to pass the job descriptions as written for the development director position and the HR generalist office position.
I'll second that.
Okay, we do have a motion and a second to pass both the economic development and the HR job descriptions as they are written. Is there any further comment on this? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Job descriptions are approved. Resolution 2022-15, Development Director.
These are the ones that you tabled from last
Right.
meeting.
Make a motion to pass resolution number 2022-15, resolution establishing the position of the development director for the town of Argos.
Second that.
We do have a motion and a second to pass resolution number 2022-15, establishing the position of Development Director for the town of Argos. Any further comment? Not all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance 2022-10 is a salary ordinance.
Yes, and if you decide to do this, we just need to do the two-step process.
Right. We have to do the salary.
The only changes in this one, Lisa, is the highlighted ones, correct?
That is correct.
And that's all I can see.
Yes.
I always do that for every salary ordinance. This also was one that you tabled from last.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to pass the amended town of Argos salary ordinance 2022-03, ordinance 2022-10,
Do you wanna,
and it's retroactive to October 6th, 2022.
do you wanna make a motion to suspend the rules first?
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Or do you wanna just do it on the first reading? That's why I said you need the two
If you
step.
pass it on the first reading, then you can immediately pass it on the second and third if you want.
Yeah.
Or just
Immediately?
suspend the rules and,
Mhm.
I've seen it both. Some places will pass it on the first one and then pass it on the next
Derek
two.
wants us to vote on suspending the rules though, so
Yep,
make a
do it that
motion to do
way.
that.
Make a motion to suspend the rules.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the rules and pass the motions on all three readings. Any further comments? Not all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Now, Sean.
Now, Sean.
Make a motion to
Suspend the rules.
suspend the rules and pass ordinance 2022-10, the original ordinance being 2022-03 salary ordinance, and it be retroactive to October 6th, 2022.
On all three readings.
All three readings, I already said that.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second to pass ordinance 2022-10, the salary ordinance, and 2022-3, the amendment, to suspend the rules and pass on all three readings. Any further comments? Not all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any other new business?
Yes, I would like to set up, we have exactly 4 meetings from today left of the year. This is the time that I start lighting little fires so that we can get stuff done before the last meeting in December. We have a few things to discuss. We have the overage on the downtown square that we need to pay for. We also have to pass a salary ordinance by December 31st. So President Sneed, I would like you to set up some exec sessions with the supervisors. And I think maybe an exec session with just the town council members, nobody else, not the clerk treasurer, nobody, just the, it would be my recommendation to have just so that you guys can figure out, talk amongst yourselves, and then meet with your department heads at a later time
For employee evaluation.
for employee
Okay,
evaluations.
I thought that's what you're.
And to meet with the clerk treasurer over where all this money is coming from. So, I need one too.
Comes from that printer in your office.
Yeah, you know, so,
Save $100
I would
bill.
like to go over, we always do in the end of the year where we kinda go over and see where we're at money-wise, so I would like an exec session for that. So we need probably about 3 exec sessions.
Wow. So our meeting's in November, the first one's on the 2nd, the second one's on the 16th. That leaves quite a few days.
Mhm.
I don't have any problem doing anything on Wednesdays. We can do it anytime, I'm just saying, I don't have, and so, you guys wanna look at your calendars?
What day you thinking?
I was thinking have one on the 9th at least. If,
In November?
yes. It's too late to do anything else.
Time.
You say we need 3?
Well, I would just.
Can we
that
do
is-
2 on one
Yep,
night?
yep, you
do
can
one before
absolutely,
your November 2nd
Yep.
meeting.
Okay, let's do the 2 of them on November the 9th, if anyone has any problems with that.
I'll be on vacation that week, so I
oh,
don't
that's
know.
right, yeah. So
I'll
you
be
can't
gone
with
that whole
Jamie.
week. I could do the 2nd.
I think we could probably do 2 without the department heads
On the 9th,
on the 9th, and then after his give back, we could have that 3rd one, and we could do the department heads that night and
On
get
the
feedback
16th.
from them.
Okay,
yeah, okay,
But I think, I agree with Lisa, there's probably some things that we wanna discuss as a council
right.
before we go into these
Yep.
final numbers for the year, so.
You have any problems?
No, it's fine.
Jerry?
No problem.
Gary? I want to call you Jerry.
Jerry.
I'll answer.
I got a buddy named Jerry, I keep thinking about him.
What time are we gonna start this, at 6?
That 6 is fine?
it's
6?
6.
I just do it out there, I don't care.
Yeah, 6. Okay, on the 9th, we'll try to get 2 in on the 6th, and,
Well, when you, after you guys meet, when you're ready to go over numbers, then you would call me and I'll just come up, you
okay,
know,
okay, on the 9th,
on the 9th.
okay, and
And
then on the
then-
16th,
and then-
we'll do it with the department heads.
Okay,
What day was that, the 16th?
yeah.
Yeah, at 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's right before the regular meeting,
Do
so
one
Oh.
at 6 and
instead
one
of
at
the workshop, do you want?
Instead of the workshop,
Okay.
we'll do the exec
6:30.
session.
Do one at
then.
6 and one at 6:30? You got 2 of them, you don't wanna do them together.
Yeah, you have Corey and
Oh, okay,
Jamie.
yeah,
Will a half an hour be okay, or
Should
do
we
you
do
want
that on off
longer?
night? I'm
I
just afraid
don't know.
that, I think we'd, I
I
hate
got
to
a
go
lot,
on a
I got
council.
quite a bit to go over,
you wanna
so.
go,
You wanna
let's,
do-
you wanna back up to the 15th then?
Yeah, I just don't think
I
we
don't wanna
should do
do it
that
the
one
weekend
on.
of Thanksgiving, because people have,
How about the 15th?
I say the 15th.
so.
14th or 15th, I don't-
Let's go for the 15th. So,
Is there, and there's no redevelopment or anything?
exec session,
Okay.
9,
Make it that at 6 also,
yes, 11, 9 at 6,
and then,
and we'll do 2 of them that night.
do you wanna do Corey, and Corey, do you wanna,
And
Corey, you working that day?
I have a look.
11,
Is it the 15th or the 14th?
The
15th.
15th.
15th?
which is a Tuesday, Jamie,
Okay, that'll work.
at 6,
Might be working there at 1.
for one of you, and 6:30 for the other one.
15th on working days.
You wanna do yours at 6?
You wanna do yours at 6 then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
So the 15th at 6?
Then we'll do Jamie, 6:30, then Jamie's got quite a bit of stuff, we won't be strapped for time, you know,
Right.
scheduling wise in there,
yeah,
be respectful of
And then
that.
after you're done, you can meet with me, you can just call me.
Yeah.
and I'll come up.
yeah. Wherever we can get you in, okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I can, the one on the 15th is an employee, and then the other one is to go over finding stuff, other stuff.
Then we'll still have our workshop then on the 16th then. Our
Yeah.
Normal workshop
Yeah.
at
If
6.
you think we need it.
Yeah,
If we need it, yeah.
yeah, well, we'll know by the 2nd if we need the workshop then.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to get those end of the year meetings kind of out of the way.
Okay. Department head reports. Police department.
So I guess I got a couple of things. I got a call from Ford, the truck is in. So we're taking it tomorrow, to Pearson where they strip all the stuff off of it and everything. However, there's a little bit of a caveat to that. He came up here today to reappraise the truck. So just giving you a heads up on that. But it's my understanding, you could hold him to that first appraisal.
I think you're correct on that, and
I guess it just depends. I mean, I understand it's depreciated. We put less than 10,000 miles on it in a year because we kind of took it out of the rotation. The tires are bad on it, so I switched tires, put it on the other truck because we weren't driving it.
right.
But
Well, we'll see
that's
what
up to
he comes
what
up
he comes up with.
Yeah.
Let's see what he comes up with.
Right,
And
because
so-
he could go either way. Depends on what the market's
Right.
doing right now.
Well, used market's coming down, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's what I was told. The used market kind of tanked, so
That's a fact.
he's gonna lose money probably.
But we had a signed contract.
Okay,
So, and the last thing I got is I got another officer that's probably gonna be leaving before Thanksgiving.
who's that?
Brad.
Really? Brad Howell?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He said, he told me probably about 90% likely that he'll leave. Just giving you a heads up. That's what he just told me tonight. On the percentage.
We will let the police commission, kind of take care of that and see what they come up with.
You just tell you tonight?
Say again?
You just tell you tonight?
No, he told me that he was thinking about applying a couple days ago. And tonight I asked him before the meeting if he was going to, and he's just got his application.
Did you get the application, or the posted for take applications on the other one?
Yes.
Do you have any feedback on it yet?
Not really. I've had one person inquire about the app on the ILA website, but for some reason it took him to a page not found for the app, so we sent him an app. He doesn't have the academy, and I've got one person that has the academy that used to be a former employee of ours that has applied. But that's a different story.
You working tomorrow?
No, I'll be out, I'm going to Pearson tomorrow with the truck, me and I'll have to follow Rodney over there and bring him back.
No, I'd rather, you working Friday?
Yes,
Oh, it's weekend.
yes.
All right, I'll notify the police commission and give them a heads up, possible.
It's possible, that's what I'm saying, but
Then
I thought you might want to know.
I was gonna give them a heads up, and then, let's
They'll hire,
get
right?
together this weekend so we can talk
Okay.
together. I'll get a hold of you Saturday or Sunday.
I'll be here,
Okay. I'll come down to the office,
and that's all I got.
and I'll let you know what's going on, Randy.
Okay, appreciate that. Utilities?
What Shannon talked about with the water grant that we're going after, all that stuff that was included in there was in our, 5-year plan that we just did the rate study on. So that's where most of that came from. Just figure if we can get another avenue to pay for some of it, so, you know, we can get some free money out of this, we'll get a lot done for it, so. Police building storage is coming really good. The back part's almost complete. Tomorrow it sounds like they're gonna pour the approach. Once that cures, we probably start moving some things in, so I know they're getting itchy to tear the other building down, but I told them until we can get stuff out, you know. The other thing I brought up to them, if they can't get concrete, there's no point in tearing it down. We can wait till spring if that's gonna be a problem, so. They're assuring me that they can get concrete, so we'll just see how things go. We got a lot of stuff to move around and,
So they've been honored, as far as I understand, they've been honoring some of the contractors that have projects yet to go.
yeah,
They've been putting off stuff that's new starts, but
right, but
people have
I,
been working on something already contracted out, they've been letting them have it, so.
yeah, but I don't know if they had it contracted ahead or not, so I'll talk to Freeman tomorrow. He'll be here pouring this, so I'll just get some more information. But everything else is going good. like I said, our part's almost done, police is coming along really good, they were in mudding today, so, they got the doors on today, windows should be coming, I think he said Friday, so be getting buttoned up.
I stopped in there Sunday afternoon and walked through both sides, the back and the police station, just looked there and it looks real nice.
I was in there yesterday, and yeah, it's especially inside, because they were doing all the electrical and stuff, it's gonna be ready, and it's got a lot of cold storage room.
Yeah.
That's really nice, especially with that upper deck and everything, that's gonna really look good in there.
Yeah, and they got, all the lights up, everything's finished on the backside, so, I mean, we got power back there and everything, we got the power hooked up this week, and it's moving along real good, it's gonna be nice, so. The other thing, the meters, I'll get you some more information on that, hopefully before the next meeting, I can have some information and talk more about that. Other than that, everything else is going good. We started leaves this week, we're winterizing the park stuff. We're gonna do another bathroom tomorrow, we're gonna leave the other ones open for maybe another week or two. The weather looks like it's gonna be good, so we'll leave one bathroom at Folker Park and then one at, Community for a couple more weeks, or we'll just watch the weather.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
Jamie, are you gonna pick up those trash cans at the square then, store them this winter? We're not gonna leave them out, are we?
They're bolted down.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
no,
bolted down. We need to get some lids for
You need to
them.
get the lids in.
So I think Mark and I talked about it, we were gonna get them ordered, so
Yeah.
that'll keep the weather out, the rain and snow out of
If
them.
anybody's watching, they haven't seen, they need to go look. We've got 6 new tables, picnic tables that have benches built on them down there. We feel there's room for more, but we may wait a while on that. But anyhow, it really looks good. Everything down there is pretty much done. Ribbon cutting is November the 5th at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock, and so we'll be down there getting that done and letting people look around and see everything. Now, I don't know, sometime we're gonna have to discuss about leaving that thing open or closed. I don't know.
So I'll be up to the park board now.
It's gonna be up to the park board, okay.
I assume it would only be open during events.
Well, that's kind of a recommendation I think the
So,
council would
like when
probably
you're
like to
having
give them.
TGIF, it'll be during an event or something
Right.
like that. Other than that, that was the whole reason why we put restroom doors inside and not
Right.
outside.
Right,
Because the original had them outside and we kind of kiboshed and changed that.
and all the security cameras are up and working?
He's got 3 of them.
We've got one down still,
Okay,
yeah.
Speaking of security cameras, sorry, man.
that's all right, go ahead.
It looked like it's wired for it over there in the PD area, but I mean, is stuff in there for, they can put security cameras in there like over the lobby and?
Yeah, we set that up, there'll be one in the lobby, then there'll be a couple more outside around the perimeter. We took 2 of them off the corners, we'll probably just move them up and aim them back.
Okay, why do we have Corey here? Corey, can you think of any place else in the office that we should have cameras
Well,
for your own protection?
Bob should have one in the interview room, I think, but I think he's doing that, correct?
Yeah, that's gonna have a drop ceiling in it, so we'll be able to add things. If something does get forgotten or we find later we need something, it can be added.
Only thing I can think of that might be handy would be one on the evidence room, maybe, or in the evidence
I
room.
can see that.
But I would just want to have access to that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that can all be worked out in the background. I just wanna make sure
Does that
while
make
we're in this
sense what I'm
construction,
doing?
put it, easier to put stuff in as we go than it is to go after everything's done. So,
But I thought of that for a while, I guess.
Now, you've got the sewer, the rain gutters all hooked in to the drain?
No. On the new building?
Yeah,
No, we've got all the drainage in, everything's ready to go, but once they put the gutters in, they'll be able to tie them in.
okay, and then you've got, I saw you guys is working on the east end of it there, starting to fill that in, or make it whatever it's gonna be.
As far as the drainage?
Yeah,
Yeah, all the drainage for all the downspouts, and everything's in, so they'll be able to connect it. That's a little low in there, so we're gonna slope that sidewalk out. We're talking about maybe putting a wall and having some steps down to it. That way all that water doesn't run off the drive there into that low corner. So I think we got it figured out how we're gonna do that, but we put like, I think 5 or 6 drains around there, so when we do that, we can put drains anywhere in there if we decide to do like a,
Perimeter type drains?
well, it wouldn't be like a, what is it, like a grate around the side, I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but we
Yeah.
can't slope it because it's all level.
Right.
So if we slope it too much, it'll really drop off, so I think we've got it taken care of what we're gonna do.
Okay.
A couple more questions for you, Jamie. First one is, I heard you say you're gonna switch over to leaves here for long. Can you pick up limbs at the same time as you're doing leaves? I didn't think so.
Well, we gotta do it in a dump truck though.
I just wondered if maybe we shouldn't make one more trip around, because I know that there's
Oh,
several
no,
places that's got some.
we'll
limbs there.
change. So like, we take the door off, we just hook up, so we do it both the same week, but Yeah.
They actually
just-
did some today.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
we
know that
did-
there was some around.
we did
Okay.
limbs yesterday, we did leaves, or I guess it was Monday, we did limbs, then so yeah, we'll keep it going.
And in the parking bays for the PD over there, I seen that there's a water hydrant in there. I assume that's
For a sink.
for the sink. There's not water in there for a hose for them to wash their cars?
Well, yeah, that'll be there too, there's a
That's what I
sink,
wondered, so they could have
Yeah.
like an electric power washer up there to wash the cars with?
yeah.
No, they got enough
There'll
water
be
to do that
there'll be a
with.
sink there, and I think there's also gonna be a hose bib or whatever for a hose.
Didn't you have electric outlet in the garage? I don't remember.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, yeah.
Because they get
Probably
electric
did, but-
power washer,
Yeah.
be a lot more efficient to wash your cars and stuff off when there's salt and everything.
Yeah, I've talked to Freeman about doing the concrete around the building, we got a lot going on,
Right.
and I wanna get this done, but, we come up with an idea for changing some of the, parking out front, we're gonna put 2 spaces out front of that, so when they back out, they'll have a place so they can get out on 10.
Yeah, I know when I pulled in there
Forward.
Sunday,
Yeah.
their
You don't want
on duty
backpack.
car, they didn't even know I was there, but I parked in front of the police car.
Yeah.
They couldn't get nobody out of there if they wanted to.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
The other thing I was gonna bring up too is, Deerfield, we're putting the electric in right now out there. So we've got RTC coming in with us, they're bringing fiber as we're going, so that's been working out pretty good. We got another 1,000, 1,200 feet to go. We'll have a couple transformers out there, but we gotta get so far so we can power up that house. So we'll have a lot of that done. I don't know if it'll probably take us a few weeks, we got some other things, we got priority on that, but we're working on it, we're
Did you get the
squeezing it.
second cul-de-sac gravel? Did you get the second?
Yes,
one?
yep. Yep, and I'll be getting that staked here pretty soon, back a curb, so then we can figure out where the electric goes, that's what we're kinda waiting on right now. So we can take that around, we've got so many feet that we need to have that in, so there's room for gas and everything, so it's,
When's NIPSCO thinking about coming in there and putting the gas lines in?
we just got some agreements back this week, so they're waiting on us, I think we have to have all the electric in before they'll come in,
Okay.
so, yeah.
I'm late to the game, but is water pressure gonna be an issue with that new subdivision being put? Okay.
No, I think we tested it, and I think we're just under 60 pounds, so we're in between the hydrant, or the tower and the reservoir.
Oh,
It's probably got the best pressure in town
Right.
through that area.
okay.
They'll have better pressure than all the rest of us.
I think that's all I got, unless you have any other questions for me.
Keep up the good work, town looks good.
Yeah, it
Thanks.
does. Development/plan director.
No, development director.
I'm irrelevant.
Development.
We're not the same.
Oh,
Chuck will yell at you if you call me.
all right, so development ends first.
Really?
Yeah.
But if you have to plan before you develop?
I didn't write it on. I didn't write it on here.
No.
We can go either way.
No, you're good. You finished what we needed to tonight, so you got my report.
Okay.
So I probably have tons of stuff, but not that we want to talk about tonight. You got like 13 exec sessions scheduled, so
No, we don't. You have
Pretty
to.
much.
I'll send information and at some point then we need a meeting
And you're gonna make the,
chief on the school project.
okay, you're gonna make the school board meeting then next Monday?
Yeah, they changed it. Yep. I think that hopefully they moved it back a week.
Well, that's what, if you go to the thing, it showed
Okay.
up,
Yeah,
the,
because this week they were on break.
right, so I plan on being there, I'll go with you too. Land director, planning director.
We've got about 6 changes that we're gonna make to the zoning ordinance with the plan commission. So we're looking at doing that. Didn't we agree on the December meeting for that? So just minor, moving something from one place to the other and eliminating a couple things. So working on that, we've got a couple houses that, working with Derek on as far as properties getting cleaned up and straightened up. So when he gets back, I'll be able to give you a better update on that. So he sent the letters out already. So I think that's it.
Sounds like we're in pretty good shape now.
It's always a work in progress, right?
I've heard that. Claims.
So you have your claim packet in front of you. The claims are from October the 4th to October the 17th. The total claims are $376,969.54. Anybody have any questions?
It's nice seeing the figures low.
Yeah, don't get used to it. You just approved all those change orders, so I still gotta pay all that.
I'll make a motion to approve claims for 10/17 of 22.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve claims from 10/4 to 10/17/2022 for the amount of $376,969.54. Any further comments on this? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I do have one other thing, is that I will not be here for the next meeting on November
Second.
3rd, right?
Second or third?
Second. So I will not be here for that meeting. French flag. You feel it?
Yeah.
I know.
Why don't I ever get to go down?
You
Well, I wanna go.
Too late, claim's been made.
Yeah.
Is it just
You get your little things, your emails from AIM and all
Is it
that.
just you?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Adjourn.